It is a collection of funny Halloween jokes for adults to make your Halloween night one filled with laughter. Please enjoy. I will suck your blood. I threw a boomerang at a ghost the other day. I come back to haunt me.
Aw.
I got so
Poor
fed
ghost.
up with trick-or-treaters at Halloween that in the end I turned out the lights and pretended I wasn't in. Forgot the ships, my lighthouse, my rules, my bad. Now, I tell you, my wife is undead. I'm not saying that she's ugly, but on Halloween, went to tell the neighbors down their television set, and they gave her some candy. A young boy knocked on my coffin on Halloween night and said, "Trick or treat." I looked at him and asked, "What have you come as?" He said, "A werewolf." I said, "But you're not wearing a costume. You must have got your normal clothes on." He said, "Yeah, well, it's not a full moon yet, is it?" Kids today, I tell you, you can't tell the girls from the boys. Girls wear slacks, the boys have long hair. I went to a hockey game. A person there cheering on their child. And I said, "I can't tell the girls from the boys." And they said, "I have no problem." "Well, of course, you're the father, you're not the child." "Father, I'm their mother."
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like the old days. It's not like the old days in Carpathian Mountains. You could always tell the women. It was like evening wear, swimwear. You remember this commercial? Yes? With the gray tutu. Everything was swimwear, evening wear, beach wear. It all was the same. The gray tutu. All these overweight Slovakian women with babushkas on their head, and every single one had a glass of beer in one, bed in the other. Oh, those times were good. You could hit up the same person night after night. They had plenty of blood, and you could come home to...
Oh, sweet.
Oh, I heard that a nun got into a cab and notices that the driver can't stop staring at her. So she asks him, "Why is he staring?" And he answers, "I have a question I need to ask you, but I don't mean to offend." Nun replies, "My dear son, you cannot offend me. When you're as old as I am and have been a nun as long as I have, you've had a chance to see and hear just about everything. I'm sure nothing you could say or ask I would find offensive." The cab driver hesitates for a moment and then he says, "Well, it's like this. I've always had a fantasy to have a nun perform oral sex on me." Nun replies, "Oh, well, let's see what we can do about that, shall we? There are two conditions, however. Firstly, you have to be single, and secondly, must be a Catholic." The cab driver is very excited and says, yes, I am single and I'm Catholic too." And then says, "Okay, pull into the next alley." Cab driver does so, and then he goes ahead and fulfills his fantasy. Got back on the road and started to drive again. Cab driver soon starts to cry. The nun sees this and asks him, "My dear child, pray tell, why are you crying?" Cab driver says, "Must forgive me, sister, I have sinned. I lied to you. I must confess that I'm married and I'm also Jewish." The nun laughs and says, "That's okay. My name is Kevin, and on my way to a Halloween party." Perhaps I should let that one sink in a bit. My girlfriend was going to a Halloween party last year, and my girlfriend came down the stairs wearing nothing. I asked her, "What are you supposed to be?" She said, "Puss in Boots." So I went into the kitchen and put a potato on my penis. And when I came back out, she asked me, "What are you supposed to?" I said, "If you can be Puss in Boots, then I can be a dictator."
Oh. Very good.
I don't hear why not laughing. I know she likes these corny jokes.
Oh, gosh.
Right, all the way from Romania. My wife, one of my wives, felt like she's seen a new, caring, considerate side to me. After I spent the day making treats for the Halloween callers, I really hope they appreciate my homemade toffee onions. No garlic, just onions. I visited a real graveyard this Halloween. I logged back into Google Plus.
Okay.
I'm looking up at the microphone. I want to have a stick to tie. Is this Johnny? Is this working? Is this microphone on? Okay. I think it's a real shame that today's young people don't even know why we celebrate Halloween. None of us would be here today if Jesus hadn't slain that giant pumpkin. We pronounce Jesus. You say Jesus. Okay? All right. I should not explain myself. My favorite thing to do on Halloween is walk through the burn unit at the hospital and congratulate everyone. Freddy Krueger costume. Oh, that's horrible. Oy. I'm going to go thing with my mom tonight. It's the only time I can take her out, as she's been dead for...
Yeah, she looks normal today. Yeah.
Halloween is easily the scariest night of the year, Mr. Ranfield. With what raised their graves and fat girls thinking they look sexy dressed as cats. Oh, I like that. Oh, last Halloween there was a knock on my coffin. I looked out and then shouted upstairs to one of my wives, "My darling, there's a witch at the door. What shall I do?" She shouted back, "Just give her some candy and tell her to go get lost." My mother-in-law has spoken to me since. For the witch. Yes. How's everyone holding up? What a beautiful crowd. I tell you, I love you. It's just crazy out there. I've killed 25 zombies so far, and why the hell are they all carrying candy? And this, I am from the Carpathian Mountains. We don't do Halloween. Oh, never mind. My wife said to me yesterday, "Honey, I think we should do something really scary for a kid." Oh, you always take them to your mother's. Mother's name is Endora, by the way. Okay, the best part about Halloween is that the cobwebs in my house look like decorations. All year round, in fact. Now, I had a big row with one of my wives last Halloween. I yelled at her, "When you finally die, I'm getting you a headstone that says, 'Here lives one of my wives, old as ever.'" "Yeah, well," she shouts back, "when you die, I'm getting you a headstone that says, 'Here lies my hope, if at last.'" Oh. Why don't witches wear panties? Well, they can get a better grip on the... And with that, I can do more, but I think I should turn over to someone else.
Yes, I think it would
All
be a
right,
good cut time.
yay.
Yes.
Yay.
Thank you very much.